Welcome back to Kidsplaining. I'm Allison. I'm the mom of Kidsplaining, and today we're going to talk about Gameschooling games. Specifically today, I want to touch on games that really just engage with their kids, get them thinking and things like that. We're stepping into the summer. Kids are really not wanting to do any type of school, so the games that I want to focus on today aren't necessarily subject related. It's just get their brains going and engaging, and it also is a way for you to engage with your kids. Now, game schooling as a term has kind of been thrown around, especially recently, but basically all it means is just learning through play. You can do that with anything. Going outside, you can be in nature, learning through that way. This is just specifically learning through tabletop games, card games, that type of thing. So today I'm going to be touching on just having your kids' brains engage and not necessarily focusing on certain subjects, but just getting the brains working, creative thinking, logic, things like that. And this is going to be the first of many videos that I do as far as game schooling ideas, because I know a lot of parents and other teachers are just wanting ideas of how to get the kids' brains working and problem solving and using different things to apply to different other things. And you can do so much in games by just doing that. So this is going to be the first of many videos, but today we're specifically talking about just engaging and thinking games. So the first game I want to talk to you about is Feelings. Now, Feelings is a game from Social Sloth Games, and it's all about teaching your kids and letting them use the empathy feeling. Just thinking about how you feel in a situation and also thinking about how others might feel in a situation. So this game, we've played it a few times, and it is, it's really, you can let it be kind of shallow thinking of just like, yeah, that would make me happy or that would make me sad. But you can also allow this game to really get deep and understand how other people would feel deep in certain situations. So we're going to go into it and I'll show you a couple of examples. So in Feelings, players are obligated to express their feelings given situations, and then they guess how others would feel in that same situation. So what you do, you've got these cards, you pick a card, and then you've got different situations on the card. So you would choose a situation to read, and then you would choose one of these emotions that are laid out here. There's different ones, and so you can learn. It also teaches them the different names for emotions, which is so key, because a lot of times kids don't know, I feel this way, but I don't have a name for it. So this really helps them learn those type of emotions. So with the situation that is red, you choose, how would this make me feel? Would I feel excited? Would I feel angry? So you choose, and this is, the numbers are here. So you have these cards there. Everyone has their own cards. So you choose, say I would feel 4. So I would feel disappointed. I'd feel disappointed. Well, my neighbor, my partner next to me, it switches each round. How would they feel? How do you think they feel? I think they would feel surprised. So I would put an 8 for them, and I'd put that sideways. Or if I think they would feel the same way, you actually have this card as well, where you can play this card and say, I think they'd feel the same way. So then you reveal the cards, and you kind of get to learn, and you moved, if you got it correct, you move on the track, and that type of thing. So you can play this without using the track as well. It just depends on how you want. But as an example, we played this at my in-laws' house, and we played with the boys, and Jared, one of the situations that was read was that his friends asked him to go on a trip with them out of town. And we thought he would feel excited. So he chose, that was one of the options here, feeling excited. And he actually picked that he would feel nervous. And so you could just roll off that, be like, oh, okay, I didn't know you feel nervous. Or you could even go into that if you want to, and like, why would you feel nervous and things like that. You can go as deep into this game as you want, or you can let it just be a surface level, let's get to know emotions type of thing. So this is Feelings, and I really appreciate the way it kind of gets the kids out of, and even me, to put a name to your emotions. It kind of gets you out of that, I just feel happy, or I feel sad, or whatever. It gets you that feeling of, or understanding your feelings and making that connection. So yeah, this is Feelings. So the next game that we're going to talk about is called Disruptus, and it is for those design kind of kids, that inventive thinking. This game is from Foxmine, and it takes everyday items and allows you to create different ways in using them. So in Disruptus, players are challenged to think of new ways to use just familiar objects. So what you do is you roll the dice and you pick some cards. Some examples are like this one, 2 cards were chosen, and here is a toaster and then a pizza cutter. So a dice was rolled, and it's to create something new with this one specifically. And this person drew a toaster that when it pops out, it automatically cuts the toast. And that was just their invention of what to do with those 2 cards. This one here was just, you create something new with just using an umbrella. And they drew a boat. So it really just gets you thinking out of the box and just thinking of things differently and how could I use that? And I just really love what it's done with our kids, of making them look at something and think of another way to either make it better or maybe combine things to make it do something different. I really enjoy Disruptus. It's a great game to check out and a good game to have in your collection this summer. All right, so the next game we're going to talk about is all about creative storytelling, which I love, and our boys really love it too. This one is called Windmill Cozy Stories. Now, not only is the art just so awesome in this game, but it really invokes your imagination. And so what you do is these aren't all the cards. I believe there's about 25 cards. You lay all the big cards out in a grid, and then you've got the same cards, they're just smaller. And so you have one person who's gonna be the storyteller, and they pick up the card, and it's one of the ones that are on the table. And what they're gonna do is try to get the other players to guess which card that they pick just by telling a story. It can be 2 to 3 sentences, nothing really long. They're not being really specific. It's not like, okay, this one has a deer with lights on it, antlers. But they're saying, I walked into the woods and I saw some lights, and in the brush I saw 2 eyes looking at me. And then that's it. And so you've got kids, I play with kids, but you got the other one saying, oh, I know which one it is. And so when everyone picks their card, they'll point to it. Whoever picks out the right one, the storyteller and the person who picked it, gets a point with your Windmill tracker. It's a really great game. Also, a way I love using this game is you can just pull out a card randomly, and during the summer, just be like, okay, write a creative story using this. So you can play the game first, and then you can allow the kids to be like, okay, now go write the story down on paper. So it works with their creative thinking, their handwriting, and just a way to get their brain going during the summer. So this is Windmill Cozy Stories. I really, really enjoy this game. Okay, so the next game we're talking about is another creative game. You don't have to be a good artist to do this. In fact, all you really need to do is know how to draw a line, a triangle, a square, or a circle. This is called #Artbox, and we got this from Crowd Games. They sent it to us because Peyton loves drawing, and they wanted to have us check this out. So basically what you do is you choose a maestro. They hand out cards to everyone, so it could be any cards. They have the top and bottom. So you've got reading involved because these are private. They're secret. You put them behind your little mask and you choose. Now, they also will roll the dice. They have these 4 shapes on them. You have to draw the word that you got using only those shapes, nothing else. So one time I had cactus, and they were all triangles. And I was like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna do this? So I was lucky and was able to figure out how to draw a cactus with 4 triangles, and people got it. I was so surprised. And then, let's see, one of the draws was every shape. So you had a line, a square, a triangle, and a circle. And the word was glasses. I was like, okay, how am I gonna do this? There you go. And they got it. So it's really fun to see the creative thought process and how to just use these 4 shapes and creating different things. Like this one's mustache. How would you do that with a triangle and squares? It's amazing what you can come up with, and these all get laid out so everyone who's guessing has something to go off of. It's not just like you're pulling it out of your brain. You see the words that were secret before, so you have that to go off. But it's a really fun game, and one that it's different. It allows you to put pencil to paper and be creative with your kids. This is #Artbox, and I really, really like this game. Okay, so the last game we're gonna talk about today is actually 2 games, but this is the Key series from Haba. It's the new games that are coming out this summer. This one, the Key Sabotage at Lucky Llama Land, is one that the boys have actually taught, so it's a tutorial, so we'll link that below. We also have the Key Murder at Oakdale Club. And there's also a 3rd one coming out this fall. These are your logic and deduction games. So what you do for the Key Sabotage and Lucky Llama Land, you've got these cards. They all have colors on them. You see these grids here, and then you pick out one color. This is the one color you're gonna look for this game. You've got all these different colors you can do, which makes it replayable. So for today, we're gonna look at red. So the fun part is, in the middle of your table, you just kind of mess the cards up. You get them all face down where all you see is the grid. You put your mirror in the center because you can use this mirror. I'm not gonna face it up, but you use that mirror, and then this is the key. You use these shapes and these colors. So that one doesn't have red on it, so I don't want to pick that one up. Okay, so like for this one, it's got red on it, so I'm gonna pick this one. And this one, the blonde lady, whose name is Jennifer, did not use this electric shocker. So I know I can go in here, and this is dry erasable. So I take my dry erase marker, and I know that she did not use the electric shocker on that day. So I keep that. And the thing is, everyone draws different ones at the same time. No one has the same clue card. So you are using all the different information separately to try to figure out who did what, where at Lucky Llama Land. Everyone gets this cool little notebook that you also have information in that you pair up with the clues that you draw. You've got a map on the back. So once you think you have it solved, you're gonna use your clues to generate this code. You grab your key and you stick it in the slot where your code is. Say I'm gonna stick it there, I flip it over. Nope, that's not it. I need to keep going. So I put the key back and I keep drawing more clues to try to figure it out. It is a fun game. It's real time, so everyone's doing it at the real time, everyone's doing it at the same time, so it can get a little chaotic, but everyone's thinking and trying to decipher who's doing what when. It really gets you into your detective mindset, your investigators trying to figure out this mystery. We have had so much fun with this game. Again, the boys taught an awesome tutorial, so that'll be linked down below if you want to look more into this game. It's from Haba. We have really enjoyed this game a lot. So these are 5 games that I really think challenge kids to think and just be creative with their mindset. I love that you've got empathy, you've got creative, you've got inventive, you've got deduction and logic. These are just great games to get your kids thinking and engaging while they're out of school and just any time during the year. Again, this is Game Schooling Ideas, and this is not going to be the only one. This is just the first of many videos because games are awesome. Game schooling, you can learn through every game. There's something you can learn through every game. And so I'm going to help kind of bring those to your attention, feature games that I know we've learned from our experience, allow your kids to engage and use their brain. So we're going to leave links below where you can find every one of these games to add to your collection if you choose. Also, while you're down there, click that subscribe button and the bell. We also have an Instagram and Twitter and things like that, and Facebook if you want to check us out there. We're posting and we're engaging there as well. We also have some awesome videos over here where our family has put together just game-focused videos. And I hope you have a great rest of your day and have fun learning.